Hi, and welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stewart Cheifet. Well, we're all on the internet now, but if you're lucky enough to live in the right place, you're probably creeping along with a 28.8 or 56K dial-up modem at home while web pages slowly fill your computer screen. It doesn't have to be that way.
The Computer Chronicle.
Today there are lots of options for speeding up your internet service, and while that usually means
Getting some good, healthy outdoor exercise while at school.
you can speed up your internet browsing even with your existing modem at home. Dial-up telephone, how to dial-up is Telephone Underdahl, author of several books, 47 in fact, including this one, The Internet Bible. Brian, let's talk about some of the options we have. First of all, you can make adjustments in your browser, right, to make it work faster.
Right, you certainly can.
Game Boy.
You can adjust
Game
things
Boy.
like your
Dial-up
cache settings, your history settings, and so on.
All of which can speed up performance.
Exactly.
Let's talk about adjusting cache.
Well,
Game Boy.
the easiest thing,
Game Boy.
most people have a problem finding some of these settings because
Right.
they change it in every
Doesn't
version.
have to be that way.
So
What
the
will
easiest
these
thing
kids
is,
do
first
for
of all,
fun
start
when they
by
get home
right-clicking
this
on
afternoon?
the Internet Explorer icon on your
Okay,
desktop.
okay.
Choose properties. Then
So
you
we're
get
into internet
the
properties.
Internet properties on your
Okay.
desktop. On the General tab here, you can go to the choose properties. That gets you into your cache
Game
settings.
Boy.
Okay, so amount of
Game
disk
Boy.
space to use, and you can adjust the cache. What should you do
Or
to get up?
NEC Turbo Express.
Well, you need to play around a little, obviously.
Let's talk about adjusting cache.
Getting some good
Most
product.
browsers don't use a lot of
make
memory
it work faster.
very well. So you may need to play around a little,
Game Boy.
20 megabytes,
So that might be out from 5 to 20.
probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're set at 62 right now, right? So.
That's only because I'm also running,
Okay.
that's fine.
Now what about history? That's another setting that could affect what's going on, right?
Right, because your history setting
Okay.
is the number of days that pages are kept in the cache.
Right.
And you probably go and visit a lot of the same web pages over and over
Okay.
again. So keeping them in your history cache will speed up your browsing.
Right. Because it's sitting there and you're not going out and pulling it down every time.
Right, so you probably want
Okay.
20 to 30 days.
What about cookies? Now, a lot of people are paranoid about cookies, but the fact of the matter is it speeds things up, doesn't it?
Well, if you just
Right.
enable cookies, you don't have to deal with all these prompts. A
Right.
lot of websites, you can't actually
Getting
use
some
the
good-
website unless you enable 20 megabytes or unless you
Right.
at least accept them.
Yeah.
Now, Internet Explorer 5, they've done their best to hide the cookie settings.
All right, so if you want to change those, what do you do?
Well, you need to go over here to the security tab, and then you need to click on custom level, and then you go down, and they're down.
Cookies,
Yep.
right, enable, disable, etc.
Yep. Down.
Cookies.
Yep. But you need to make sure that you enable that. And actually, most of these are down.
Cookies.
And then you go down, and they're down.
Cookies,
Yep.
right, enable, disable, etc.
Yeah. So,
Now, obviously, multimedia stuff, all the graphics that go on there take a lot of time. You can disable a lot of that too to speed things up, can't you?
you certainly can,
Right.
but it's not necessarily a good idea.
The same idea under internet properties, just where do you go?
Well, you go to advanced, and
It's
then
like show off
you click
multimedia.
you click down a couple, and you got
Multimedia.
multimedia.
Now I can also press a magical button here.
It's hard to find a 10-year-old boy who doesn't love
Cookies, but the fact of the matter is,
One of the problems with
do you
disabling some of these things is that a lot of web pages use image maps.
and you're not going to know what's going on if you disable it.
You don't have anything to click on. So,
So maybe experiment a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Odds are they'll go inside to play with one of these things, a Nintendo Game Boy.